Chapter 6. Life Aboard the Rodney. The Rodney was one of the largest warships in the Royal Navy. Her hull towered above the water like a floating fortress, painted in black and yellow stripes. She carried 74 heavy cannons, each one capable of hurling iron balls big enough to smash through a ship's side. Nearly 700 men lived and worked aboard her. When Joseph first climbed aboard, the deck bustled with activity. Sailors scrubbed planks with blocks of sandstone called holy stones until the wood was pale and smooth. Others hauled on ropes, their bare feet gripping the deck as they worked in rhythm to the calls of the boatswain's mates. The air was a mix of tar, salt, and the faint smoke of cooking fires from the galley. Joseph was ordered below to stow his things. The sleeping quarters were dark and cramped. Hammocks were slung so close together that a man could feel the rise and fall of the one beside him. Privacy didn't exist. Every inch of the ship was in use. Storage, sleeping, cooking, and working space all pressed together in a maze of beams and ropes. From the moment he arrived, Joseph knew he was under special watch. Captain Bolton, the Rodney's commander, had been given a note about his earlier escape attempt. In front of the crew, he pointed Joseph out to the boat crews. "Do you see that fellow? If he ever gets into one of your boats, I will flog every man of the crew. Understand?" "Yes, sir," the men replied in unison. Life aboard the Rodney was ruled by discipline. The day began with the boatswain's whistle shrilling through the decks. "All hands!" echoed down the ladders. Men hurried to their stations, for even the smallest delay could bring punishment. Every task had to be done to exact orders: hauling lines, trimming sails, cleaning decks, polishing brass, and standing watch. The food was plain: salted meat, ship's biscuits hard enough to chip a tooth, and dried peas or beans. Fresh water was stored in barrels, sometimes for months. Joseph drank it carefully, remembering the taste of the filthy Thames River water he'd seen years before. On Sundays, there was a break in the routine. Weather permitting, the quarterdeck was cleared, and the crew gathered for church service. A chaplain, or sometimes the captain himself, would read from the Church of England prayer book. Joseph noticed the men answered loudly to the prayers, especially, "O Lord, incline our hearts to keep thy law," though during the week, many of those same lips cursed and swore without hesitation. Whenever Joseph was asked about his religion, he said, "I'm a Presbyterian." But that didn't matter to the officers. "There's only one denomination here," they told him. "Get to church." It was a reminder that aboard a king's ship, there was no freedom to worship in one's own way. In his heart, Joseph wrestled with anger over being forced into service and having his liberty stripped away. But he remembered something his parents had taught him. God sees every injustice, and his timing is perfect. Joseph resolved that, however long it took, he would keep his eyes open for another chance to escape. Lesson for the journey: when life feels unfair and freedom seems far away, we can still honor God in our attitude and our actions. Trusting Him means believing He can use even hard seasons to prepare us for His purpose. Bible verse: commit your way to the Lord. Trust also in Him, and He shall bring it to pass. Psalm 37, verse 5.